Hello and welcome to episode 16 of my Minecraft Technic Hardcore Modded Skyblock tutorial Let's Play series. In this episode we shall start by taking a look at Jabba's better storage. So let's go to the quest book because that's how we're tracking and doing these episodes. So we're now in Leaving the Stone Age. Let's take a look at that. And so we've advanced along here. This one we're ignoring for now. Advanced along here, and next we're going to take a look here, better storage. So, chests are fine for storing things, but it would be nice to have something more efficient. Chests are fine for random collection of items, but they're inefficient if you want to store a large amount of a single item, such as cobblestone. A barrel can hold only one type of item, but can hold 64 stacks of that item. They can also be upgraded. When using pipes, you can shift right click a barrel with an empty hand to ensure that only that item that is currently in there will be stored there. So that's locking the barrels, which I will show you. Right clicking with items in your hand will put that stack in, or double right click to put all of those items from your inventory into the barrel. Left clicking pulls out a stack, and shift left clicking pulls out one item at a time. Okay, so it wants us to make one of these better barrels. So if we look in my inventory, you will see that I've made some. Because I intend on using these till I get my ME network up and running, I've made a load of these barrels, which of course is making my iron chests redundant. So I'm going to turn them all into gold chests and place them where I've got in different places where they're going to be of use to me. Okay, so there's the better barrel. To make the better barrel, if I do the R key, you'll see, wait a minute, no, that's not brought up the right recipe. Let's go to the crafting table. Okay, so to make the better barrel, you need this, logs around the outside, in the top middle a slab, which you get by placing 3 planks in a row, and a chest. So and that will get you one of these better barrels. Okay, so I've got that already. Let's check the quest journal. Okay, upgrading barrels. Barrels can have several types of upgrades, including storage capacity upgrades. Upgrades consume slots. To add more slots to a barrel, you need to add structural upgrades. Shift right click to add an upgrade to a barrel. Okay, so let's take a look at this then. So if we come over here, you will see that I've upgraded all of my iron chests that were here before and put down the better barrels, which serve a much better purpose. And you'll notice if you put a sign behind them, it's high enough for you to as well as see the picture of the item, but also to see on the sign what it is. Okay, now to place one of these barrels, or to, first of all to pick one up, just use your pickaxe on it, and that's how you get it. To place it down, let's place one just here. Just right click with it selected. Okay, because it's empty, there's nothing on the item description. Okay, let's now do these upgrades. Notice it says structural level 0, upgrade slots 0 of 0. And it's empty, and there's room for 64 stacks max. Now, if I first use the structural upgrade, okay, that's the first one that you use. Remember, you left shift key, hold it down, and right click once you've got it highlighted. Okay, notice now it says structural level 1, upgrade slots 1 of 1. So now it actually has an upgrade slot in it. Now we can use the storage upgrade. Now notice that it says 64 stacks maximum. When you shift right click this upgrade, Now it says 128 stacks max. So now it can fit 128 stacks of 64 items, which as you fill it, it will tell you how many stacks are in there. Now I don't want to use them on this barrel because there's, I've already filled up all of these. So let's pick this back up. Notice when we do this, you get not only your upgrades back, but also the barrel. Now I'm going to use the upgrades on the barrel that has the most items in it so far. So that has got 3 times 64. See, just there on the front it says 3 times 64 plus 18. So that's got 6 times 64, that's 7. That's 9, so that's the biggest so far, but that one's 15 for the flint. So it looks like that definitely needs an upgrade. So, oh, the iron. The iron's the most important to me, but first I will upgrade this coal. Sorry, the flint. So let's find the upgrade. Oh, shift right click, remember? Notice then when I upgraded it changed colour. That's another way of you knowing at a glance whether you've upgraded any of the barrels. So that will tell you with the structural level and the amount of stacks. But if you're a distance away, you'll notice it turns a slight different colour than the other textures. Now let's add the storage and watch, see if the colour goes again. No, once you do the structural, that's it, it gets a slightly different colour. But now see that that can fit 128 stacks. So what we should do is grab a load of each, and I'm going to upgrade the ones that are important to me, like the coal definitely is. There we go. And let's have a look. What else is important? Tin, yeah. And copper, why not? Gold, definitely. In fact, I may as well just do them all. Yep, let's do silver as well, because then I don't have to worry about this anymore. Basically that's going to fit so many items in it, and I'll have my ME network up and running before it fills up. That's the ones that I care about, are the lapis, I guess. That's not really getting a great deal in it, they'll never fill up. Right, okay, so the last thing I want to show you is the locking and why you have the locking. To lock and unlock, you shift right click the barrel. Why do you lock? Well, okay, notice there's only 3 stacks in here plus 19. So if you left click the barrel, you get a stack out at a time. So if I take them all out and empty it, there's now 0 in there. Now if it was not locked, if an item flowed down that pipe that wasn't any of these items, so let's say a bit of dirt dropped in there by mistake and flowed down here, if this barrel's not locked, that dirt will go into this barrel, and so this barrel will change from a lapis lazuli barrel into a dirt barrel. But because I've locked it, even though the barrel is empty, it will still stay locked to lapis, so nothing else can enter this barrel unless it is lapis. So by having your stack highlighted in your pocket, just right click and it'll put them all back in. If you keep right clicking, it'll put all the lapis back in there. As you can now see, it's all gone from my pocket. And that is why you lock your barrels, because it might be you're doing something in a hurry, don't notice there's only a few in there, empty it out, and of course then another item can go in there, and so your sign will be incorrect. And so just to save you getting a headache, remember to lock it. Right, let's go sleep because it is night time, and then look at the quest journal. Right, okay, so let's check our progress. Okay, so that's the upgrades, how you apply them and what benefits they give you, and also how to lock and unlock and what the benefits of that do. That is for your chests. Next, let's look at portable chests. Strong boxes allow you to put items in them like a chest, but you can carry them around with you. Use a crescent hammer to pick them up, shift right click. They can be upgraded to a larger size without having to empty them first. Now, if it were not for something else, these would be absolutely fantastic. So let's take a look at one, which I've got here, strong box. Okay, you're going to need your crescent hammer in order to pick them up like it just told us. So let's put it down. You can't, oh, I didn't mean to put it there. I mean, you could put it there. That's a handy place, isn't it? Except you can't really put a sign above it or anything. Anyway, let's stop being silly and get it back. Right, so we'll place it on the ground. What I wanted to show though is that you can't right click open it like that, like a backpack. So you have to place it down on the ground. Then if you right click on it, you'll see it's got limited storage, but the benefit is, of course, if you've put some items in there, okay, like so, you can pick them up with your crescent hammer by doing the shift key and then right clicking, and then you can carry that chest with them items around with you. Okay, so let's put that back and grab the stuff back out of it, because I suppose, no, actually I will keep that in my inventory because it only uses up a little bit of space. Now if you upgrade it, of course, it can get vast more storage. But again, there's a better item to use for that. So let's look at the quest journal. Well, before we do progress with that, let's just quickly look at how you make it. Okay, so if I do the R key on that, to make the strong box, 4 bits of tin and a chest. Very, very simple to make. There you go, there's that. Okay, let's check the quest journal. Okay, so that's the portable chests, that's that. All done for better storage. Moving on. Okay, next then, so we've done that. We've done these two. Remember the igneous extruder and the aqueous accumulator I've done in the last episode. So now we get onto tanks a lot. So let's take a look at that. There are several means of storing liquid available to you. Let's explore the most common ones. The portable storage tank lets you put liquid in it with a pipe or bucket. Shift right clicking with a crescent hammer to pick it up and place it somewhere else while still retaining the stored liquid. They are so fantastic, these tanks, and they're easy to upgrade. It holds 8,000 millibuckets, so 8 buckets worth, and can be upgraded through 3 more tiers, holding a maximum of 64 buckets. So how cool is that? The best thing for these, which I'm going to show you, is for your smeltery. The bottom part can be toggled with a crescent hammer, right clicking to switch it between input blue mode and output orange mode. So portable tank, let's take a look at it. So okay, first things first, how to make one. Okay, so we've got one here that I've made earlier. If I do the R key on it, you'll see to make one is just 4 pieces of glass around a bit of copper, a copper ingot. Very, very simple to make. Now, the benefits of this, let's see if I can remember where a bucket is. Yep, cool. Okay, the main benefit to this tank, like I say, for me personally in this early stage, is for keeping my smeltery full with lava. So what we can do, if we come up here to my other crucible, luckily I've got 1 bucket's worth of lava in there, but let's fill it. So that's something you need to get in the habit of until you've got it automated. Keep filling up the lava. Now what we'll do, let's place the tank down there. We'll use a bucket to get our bucket of lava. God, I just had a nasty thought then. I don't know. So anyway, then once you've got a bucket full of lava, right click on the tank and it goes inside like so. Now you can either keep it there and fill it up as you get your lava, but what I want to demonstrate is its use. So shift right click, picks it up. As you can see, it keeps the liquid inside it. So now what we can do is come down here, jump up on there, and we can place that portable tank on top of our seared tank like so. And now what we can do, blue is the input. If we get to our crescent hammer and right click the bottom, it turns to orange output, and see that it just drained some of the lava now into the seared tank. So now the seared tank is full, and what I can keep doing is getting lava with my bucket and filling up this portable tank until it's full with lava, and that I can use alongside my seared tank for my smeltery. So there we are, very cool application for the portable tank. It's also very cool to upgrade to the top tier, or as much as you can manage in your world, before you go out exploring, because then you can store a ton of lava in it if you go to somewhere like the Nether, for example. Anyway, carrying on then, let's look at the quest book. So that's the portable storage. Expandable storage next. Open blocks tanks each hold 16,000 megabuckets, and if you place them next to each other, they automatically balance out the liquids between them, letting you expand your storage as you see fit. If you put a vacuum hopper next to one of these tanks and set the fluid output side of the hopper to the side of the tank is on, then the vacuum hopper will also pick up any XP on the ground and put it in the tank. Now you can right click on the tank with an empty hand to extract 1 level's worth of XP from the tank into yourself. So that perhaps could be really handy for over where our little bit of farmland is with the animals. So let's demonstrate that, shall we? Shall I? Okay, now first of all then, how do we make one? So if we go into here, you'll see I've made 4 already. Okay, to make them, if I do the R key, you'll see you need 4 obsidian and 5 glass panes. To make a glass pane is just simply 6 glass. And that gives you 16 glass panes, which is plenty. Okay, so that's how you make these glass tanks. Now, I don't have a vacuum hopper actually I don't think I have a spare one, but I've not got onto them yet, which is another episode. Anyway, you should be getting plenty of obsidian if you've made made this setup like I've shown you in the last episode. If I have a look, you'll see we're getting a ton of obsidian, and I did it for that reason, because I love these tanks. The open blocks tanks, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, are the best tanks that I like to use, although of course they do cause a lot of lag because of obviously it's showing you the liquids, and any time any Minecraft does that, it's going to have to calculate everything, and so hence you're going to use a lot of your processing power. It can soon turn into Lagville, but let's show you what it was talking about a little. So you can see I'm getting a few animals in here. Let's grab some eggs. Okay, let's place down some tanks, or maybe just one. Now the difference between this tank and the last tank I showed you, this will not store, once I pick it up it loses the liquid. So let's kill this. Oh no, I'm going to need a vacuum hopper actually to show you it filling. But what you can do with these, place them side by side and then fill them up with the liquid of your choice. Now the XP I don't think is going to go in there, but we can try. No, it won't. If they're underneath the ground though, they tend to suck up the XP, but no, I need to show you a bit better. So notice you can break them and pick them back up. But let's show you with a liquid inside. That's what I wanted to demonstrate. And the easiest liquid for me to demonstrate this with would be, of course, water. So let's place them down like this. And now watch. This is how cool these tanks are. See, there's a bit of water. But as you fill it up, I think it'll take too long to fill it up, in fact. They do, each one holds 16 buckets, so I'd have to do 32 buckets to fill these two up, and then it'll start flowing up and over there, and it looks really cool. In fact, I might even do a my name. I don't know, depends how much time I've got to waste. I might get a little creative. Let's get them back though. Actually, I was incorrect. When you break these tanks, they do hold the liquid. See? I don't know why I said they don't. They do hold the liquid inside them. The thing is, of course, I don't want water in them because it'd be a waste. But yeah, I don't know why I thought they didn't hold the liquids. They actually do. So let's empty them out. Oh, what am I doing? Get the liquid back out this way and put it in there. Oh, I'm having one of them moments. Okay, let's... I think, oh no, there we go, they're empty. Right, cool, let's get them back. I think there's one though still with liquid in it. Yeah, that one. Because they won't stack. Do you see that? It stops them stacking, so they do still have a bit of liquid in them. That's the only empty one. So be careful about that, putting in liquids, because otherwise you'll have a bit of a nightmare trying to get them back into a stack again. No, see, there's too little in there. What I can do is put a pipe off of it and drain it that way, I guess. But I won't worry about that now. I've done what I wanted to demonstrate, which was just to place them down and put some liquid in. Okay, so very useful tanks, thanks to the open block mod. Excellent, another excellent mod. Okay, let's check the quest book. So that was expandable storage, because obviously you can build the tanks up and up and up. Next, compact storage. Extra utilities drums allow you to store 256 buckets of liquid inside the space of one block. You can pipe liquid in at the top and extract it out the bottom. They are suitable for long-term storage. The best use for these, I can imagine, is right alongside your crucibles. What you can do is put a hopper here, a chest above that. Well, you can see here with this setup, you can, it's output of cobblestone. You can do the same as what I've done down there into the crucible down there, except this crucible can just output lava. And you can either use the open block tanks, which I prefer, or you can use the drum. Now, to make a drum, let's look at that next. Okay, if we come down to the crafting table, to make the drum, you're going to need 6 steel ingots, 2 weighted pressure plates, which are made by using 2 iron, and a cauldron, which is made with 6 iron. So 10 iron ingots and 6 steel ingots will get you the drum. So it's very handy actually, 256 buckets of liquid in that, and this won't lag your weld out. So that's the only really sad thing about these tanks. I prefer these tanks, but the trouble is they lag your weld out if you have too many of them. So to stop your weld lagging out, you will use drums, if you can bear making all of the steel ingots, that is. Anyway, let's look at the quest journal. So that's the compact storage. Let's claim the reward. And that one's done. Now, have I bypassed one? Because... no, it wasn't that. And it wasn't that. This is strange because there's something else I wanted to show you. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know where it's gone, it's missing. It's not them, not that. Basically what I'm talking about is the this golden bag of holding. I've not covered it yet and I wanted to cover it. I'm sure it's with the chests. Have I skipped by it? Well, it weren't the better storage. This is really weird. I'm being very stupid at the moment. Ignore this. I'm sure it will pass eventually. But for some reason I can't find where it is and I've skipped by it. It weren't that. How weird. Unless it's one that I haven't... it's not that. How very strange. For some reason I couldn't have been in the first one, surely. No, that was brewing. No, I can't see. Oh wait a minute, was it more? No, it weren't more storage. We've done and dusted that. So it has to be in here, leaving the Stone Age, but... and I'm obviously being very stupid here. So I'm going to just have to show you it because I can't remember where it's located. And this I want to be the next episode because it's a big huge subject. Mind you, this Mountain Dew, let's do this quick. Do you have a bunch of experience but are afraid of losing it when you die? Store it for later. Okay, I love Mountain Dew. You can extract the XP from your body as mob essence and store it in a tank for later. Mob essence can also later be acquired from mobs and is used for enchanting and spawning mobs. To extract XP, have a bucket and the extractor in your hotbar. Hold right click on the extractor until it finishes and fills your bucket. To get the mob essence back in you as XP, place the mob essence in the weld and then drink it up with right clicking. So let's quickly make these two. XP extractor. Let's see if we've got time. And what I'll have to do is try and figure out, see, this bag of holding was after doing, I thought, after the strong box. Yeah, I'm positive it's after the strong box. So where was the strong box? Let's quickly try and sort this out. So it wasn't there. No, how weird. I'm sure it... oh, here we go. I didn't scroll down enough. Right, so that was the strong box. Sorry, just to quickly finish off that better storage. Magical storage. Chests are fine for storing things, but it would be nice to have something more efficient. And finally, there is a bag of holding. It may look fairly expensive, but it holds a lot. It can even be upgraded with magical wood to give it the reincarnate enchantment, so that when you die, instead of losing the bag and its contents, you only lose the enchantment. To make enchanted books, any kind will work for this. Put a regular book in an enchanting table and spend at least one level on it. Okay, the golden bag of enchanting. So how do we make it? Let's go to the crafting table, do the R key. Okay, it needs a block of gold, 4 wool in each corner and 3 gold ingots with a chest. Very simple and easy to make. But it is absolutely fantastic for storing. This is my choice of storage rather than these strong boxes, because what I will do is make a load of these and then just store them. Oh, there's the timer. And then just store them in my pocket like so. But look at this, how much you can store. Ton of stuff. I'm going to have to put these in a chest because they're a mess. Okay, so I did want to go, so that's that. At least I've cleared that up. I'm sorry I missed it earlier, but it does happen. I'm only human, and remember, to err is to be human. Okay, going back though, catching up to where I just was, Mountain Dew. What I'll do is start the next episode by making these, and we'll take a look at them. And then I want to show you the best thing that I've come across so far, which is the automated sifting. This is absolutely fantastic. I'd lost the will to live with all the sifting I have to do. Now it's just a case of me sitting here and waffling while the game does it all for me. So that we will look forward to in the next episode. And also though, I will finish off this Mountain Dew. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.